NFL players that almost passed away on the field? Big shout out to Rebound Football for the video we're about to react to, bro. This is about to be crazy, bro. This might be a real serious video. Yo, I want to give a trigger warning, bro. There are some injuries in this video. If you don't like injuries, don't watch it because it is crazy.
With NFL games constantly being filled with contact, there's players that nearly died because of the devastating injuries on the field. With Napoleon being a popular player for the Raiders back in the early 90s, his career-ending injury came as a shock to everyone. In the early 1990s, when football in America was at its peak, millions across the country tuned in every Monday night to watch the best matchups happening that week, and some fans saw arguably one of the worst injuries in NFL history. As fans sat down to watch the Raiders take on the 49ers on one Monday night, they saw Raiders running back Napoleon Mallum take the snap and run behind his lead blockers when he was tackled and he came down the wrong way, which left his left leg bent in a way that it wasn't supposed to go. Fans in the stadium couldn't imagine the severity, but fans at home who saw it up close on replay were stunned and grossed out. The injury was so bad that he suffered a ruptured artery in his left knee, tore 3 ligaments, tore the calf and the hamstring off the bone, and suffered nerve damage in the knee. He initially thought that he'd only face a long rehab, but McCallum's surgeon told him that there was no chance of him ever being medically cleared to play again. The surgeon said that he normally didn't see leg injuries this severe other than in car accidents, and he even told him that he might have to have it amputated. The injury was bad enough to end his career, well short of what he expected, and after 6 surgeries, he never played a snap again.
Bruh, so tell me this, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. So I thought he just broke his leg. I was about to say that's not almost done. Like a lot of people break their leg, but bro, the broken leg caused like so much other damage that the doctor said they don't even see that usually unless it's a car accident, bro. So tell me this, I got a question. If he was playing in today's NFL, do you think he would have got the proper treatment? Because I ain't gonna lie, I saw the Paul George injury, bro, live in effect, bro. I was watching the game, bro, and when he snapped his leg in half, I thought he would never play again, and this guy is 360 windmill dunking on people today. So I don't know, bro. I feel like it's only because that was way back in the 90s. I feel like if that injury would have happened today, he would have been all right, bro. But that's crazy, bro.
Johnny Knox playing a pivotal role in the Chicago Bears team in 2011. It was shocking to see him go down with an injury that stopped him from ever being able to play another snap. 2011, in a late season game against the Seahawks, the Bears were backed up to their own red zone, but the score was still 0-0. The ball was passed to Knox on a pass route, and after he caught the ball, he did some shaking on the defense before he lost control of the ball and fumbled. Knox went to chase after the ball, and as he was diving to the ground, he collided with Seahawks defensive end Anthony Hargrove, who also dove for the ball.
Oh my God, ouch. Bro, I don't know if y'all saw it how I saw it, bro, but that was insane, bro. Oh my God, bro, football is so freaking dangerous. Bro, I want you to like pay attention. He literally did a scorpion, bro. Look at this, bro.
As he was diving to the ground, he collided with Seahawks.
Oh my God. If you, bro, you probably can't notice it, bro, but yo, the back of his head is probably touching his butt, bro. Like he did a full-fledged scorpion, bro. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't die right there on the spot, bro. That's crazy.
Defensive end Anthony Hargrove, who also dove for the ball, and the pileup was so big, you couldn't tell an injury was at the bottom of all this. Fans watching the game live, as well as many on TV, were confused because even with the hard analyzation, it was very hard to tell what happened to him, but afterwards, he was stretched off the field in a stiff position. Replay barely shows it, but Knox was hit so hard that his back practically touched his butt.
See, I told you. What did I say? Hey, he was hit so hard that his back practically touched his butt. I told y'all, bro. Listen, how did everybody watching not know what happened? I literally looked at it for the first time ever in my life, just saw it just now, and I knew exactly what happened just by looking at it, bro. It's common sense. Take a look at this picture. That's crazy, bro. That's a scorpion pose, bro. Oh, man, he's lucky, bro.
Fractured multiple vertebrae, and he suffered nerve damage and had to undergo spinal fusion surgery. Despite quite a bit of rehab, the promising young receiver's career was over, and he retired a year later without ever playing another snap. In 2015, after not playing football for nearly 4 years, the Bears caught up with Knox to discuss his injury and asked how he was doing. Knox replied by saying, "I feel good. I'm standing. That's the main thing. It could be worse than it is now. But for me to be able to walk after an injury like that, that's big. I'm pressing forward. I can't worry about the past. I've just got to keep looking forward for me, my family, and my kid. That's what it's about." Knox said that after the hit, he could tell that Anthony Hargrove was shaken up and concerned, as well as Marshawn Lynch wishing that he was okay. Knox even said, "I was in the hospital, but I didn't have my phone on me." Lynch left a message to see how I was doing to try and see if I was okay. That also meant a lot to me. With Daryl Singley within days of...
Hey, big shout out to Marshawn Lynch. He's a real one, bro. You know what I'm saying? I met him before, real dude, bro. That's sad, though, man. I ain't gonna lie, this video is kind of sad. I wish I didn't react to it. This is kind of making me feel away, bro. I don't like sad stuff like this, bro.
Reaching the biggest NFL contract at the time, a hit on him during a game would not only change his life forever, but also change the rules on the field forever. In a 1978 preseason game, the Patriots were squaring off against the Raiders, who had the league's hardest hitter at the time named Jack Tatum. As Daryl Singley went up the field to catch a ball, Jack Tatum laid the boom on Daryl before he even had the ball, which in football is a very illegal move. And after that hit, Daryl looked lifeless laying on the field. After many minutes of trainers and medical staff attending to Singley, his teammates were on one knee until he was placed on a stiff stretcher and taken off the field. He suffered compression of his spinal cord and broke 2 of his vertebrae, which was the cause of him never playing another snap in the NFL. 10 years after the injury, Daryl was interviewed where he talked about the injury, saying, "I've relived that moment over and over again. I was 26 years old at the time, and I remember thinking, what's gonna happen to me? If I live, what am I gonna be like?" And then there were all those whys. It was only after I stopped asking why that I was able to regroup and go on with my life. Steve Grogan.
Bro, oh my God, bro. this is so sad. So he's paralyzed, bro. Yo, my boy Destroying, man. Shout out to him, bro. Bro, I saw his injury, bro. That could have been a lot worse too. Like, bro, I don't know, bro. Like, football is crazy dangerous, bro. And like, I don't know. You watch him on TV and you don't really understand. But like, shoot, man, I'm cool with D. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? We've kicked it a few times. So like, to see it happen to someone like close that you kind of know, that's like wild, bro. Like, this is real. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. I hope everybody recovers and gets better, bro. And hey, let's try to wish for a injureless. How do you say it? A no injuries 2025 season, bro. Because man,
Hogan, who was the one who made the pass to Daryl before the injury, spoke and said, "I thought about that throw over and over the years. Could I have changed anything or done anything differently? That hit was probably not necessary in a game with no meaning." Another teammate of theirs even said, "I saw replays many times, and many times Jack Tatum was criticized, but there wasn't anything at the time illegal about that play. I do think probably that play was a forerunner for some of the changes in the rules that exist today that are more protective of receivers, especially if there's a head-to-head type contact. I think that probably preempted some of the things that happened today." But unfortunately, in 2005, Daryl passed away due to illness at age 55.
Damn,
Jack Tatum apparently never said sorry or never spoke to Daryl after the hit, but after he passed away in 2005, Jack spoke publicly and said, "I'm deeply saddened by the death of Daryl Singley. Daryl will forever be remembered for his strength and courage. My thoughts and prayers go out to his family." With Rashad Johnson going down, arguably having one of the...
See, a lot of people don't think about it too. Like, not only is the person who got hurt, but imagine the person who made that hit. Like, imagine if you tackled somebody and paralyzed them, bro, and they could never walk ever again. How would you feel, bro? You feel me? This is like, bro, this affects a lot more people than just a person, bro. Families, friends, like...
the most gruesome injuries in NFL history. Thankfully, he at least made it out the way he did. In 2013, during a game between the Cardinals and Saints, Cardinals safety Rashad Johnson was making a tackle on a punt where after the play, he took his glove off and almost threw up when he saw his hand. In the heat of the moment, he felt like maybe he got hit and the pain would just go away in a few seconds, but when he took his glove off, he realized the whole tip of his middle finger was completely missing. Many couldn't believe this when it happened. After the game, he spoke about the injury and Rashad said, "I'm not even sure how it happened. If I had to take a guess, I'd say maybe it dug into the turf and there it snapped back and broke it away. My glove wasn't torn or ripped, which makes me think it didn't get caught in a face mask or a cleat stepped on it." After the game, Rashad had surgery to shave down the bone that was sticking out of his finger. But lucky for him, he only missed minimal time in the NFL despite such a gross injury. Rashad broke down the injury weeks after the surgery, and he said, "I think it's just such a unique thing that happened. Guys tear their ACL or rip their bicep or do a lot of things, but most of the things can be repaired and put back into place. But losing the top portion of my finger, there's no replacing it. There's no growing it back. I see the protection, and I said it. I saw the returner was going to set up the return on the left side. I engaged him to keep him from going that way. He tries to hit up inside, and I come off the block to make a tackle, and once I get up, I feel the pain in my hand." When he was asked about how something so gruesome at first went unnoticed, he said, "Just the adrenaline that you have when you play the game. You're so fired up, and you're so into it, you're so zoned out. There's even times you're playing a game that you don't even notice the fans." With Joe Theismann being a legendary...
That's real talk, bro. Hey, if you see, bro, guys, I got a broken finger, bro. You know what I'm saying? It happened out in training camp, and when it happened, like, for the first, 30 minutes, I didn't even really notice it. And then, but after your adrenaline wears off, boy, that boy hurt.
Quarterback for the Redskins, it seemed as if all the United States was watching the game where Joe was injured, and it still ranks today as arguably the nastiest injury in the NFL. On Monday Night Football in 1985, Joe Theismann and the Redskins were facing off against Giants legend Lawrence Taylor and his crew when Joe Theismann's career would change forever. The exact play was the opening scene in the famous football movie The Blind Side. It still to this day goes down as one of the worst leg injuries in football history. During the snap, Joe got the ball and handed it to his running back who ran a few yards and then threw the ball back for a flea flicker. But when nobody opened, Joe started to scramble. As he scrambled, Lawrence Taylor got a hold of him and landed on his leg with all of his weight. You can clearly see his leg snap and break live on television. Many players and coaches who were at that very game had
I'm not gonna look, but y'all see that? Oh my God, I'm looking. Dude, that is not normal, bro. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened.
To say about it, including Giants head coach Bill Parcells, who spoke about the injury, saying, "Our players were reacting in a very adamant way, motioning strongly to the Washington training staff to get out there. It was almost as if one of their teammates had gotten hurt. My first impression was, this doesn't look good." And Jeff Bostic, who was one of Theismann's linemen, said, "Joe was just laying on his back motionless. From maybe about 4 or 5 inches above his ankle, his foot and leg are at about 15 to 20 degree angle away from each other. And he's just got this bone popping through his sock." The referee said something to Joe, and Joe nodded his head yes. So the referee picked up Joe's leg to move it, and blood shot up and hit the referee in the chest. I remember watching the referee jump back as the blood shot from Joe's leg. I said that's all I need to see. And last but not least was Lawrence Taylor, who spoke and said, "I knew right away. I heard the leg pop and he was in a load of pain. I remember just trying to get off of him because I knew it was bad. Real bad. I started waving to the Redskins bench to get the training staff out on the field." With Anquan Bolton helping Larry Fitzgerald lead the Cardinals for a year.
Bro, I don't know about y'all, bro, but do injuries and stuff like this make you feel weird, bro? I get the heebie-jeebies or something, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like, it's like when you feel like there's a spider on you or something. You just feel weird, bro. Ugh.
year, his career was cut short due to a hit that he took in a game against the Jets that changed the situation forever. In a 2008 game between the Cardinals and the Jets, Kurt Warner was trying to lead his Cardinals to a win when he threw a pretty deep go route to Anquan Bolton. And as he caught the ball on the goal line, two Jets safeties hit him in the helmet with their own helmets from both sides at the same time. You can see him drop the ball the second he's hit, and he just goes limp on the field, not moving a muscle, which quickly brought out the medical staff. After laying on the field for what seemed like hours, he was stretchered off the field, and we later found out how bad it was. Anquan broke many bones in his face, including his orbital bones and his jaw, and he had to get metal plates and screws.
Wait, how do you break bones in your face if you have a face mask? What the f? I thought a face mask was to protect your face. How does that even, how is that? Yo, somebody, oh no, now I'm lost. This is the point where Eli Mack is genuinely lost. Go in the comments and somebody please explain this, bro, and I will pin your comment because I'm sure there's thousands of other people who are curious. How do you break your face with a face mask? That makes no sense to me, bro.
In his face. And it's also worth mentioning that he was knocked out cold initially after the hit. After surgeries and other procedures, Anquan spoke about how he was feeling, and he said, "I'm feeling good enough to put a helmet back on now. I feel like I'm ready to go. That's what I've been working towards these past couple of weeks, getting back out on the field after the bye week. A guy hit me from behind, so I couldn't absorb the blow like I usually do in the front. My helmet kind of lifted up, and the guy hit me square on." Bolton's teammate and good friend Larry Fitzgerald even spoke about it, saying, "I'm ecstatic. He was a big part of what we're able to do on the offense. With him back, this offense is so much more versatile.
Yes,
he can line up in the backfield, he can play quarterback, he can be in the slot, he can be outside. Bro. It just gives the defense more things to prepare for, and it gives me the opportunity to make some deep plays." With Zach Miller getting injured on a play that scored a touchdown for his team, nobody knew that he was hurt except for him until after all the celebrating. In 2017, during a game between the Bears and the Saints, Mitchell Trubisky and his offense were trying to make a comeback with him down 14-3. He threw a deep ball to tight end Zach Miller, who caught the touchdown, but also snapped his leg in the process. Trubisky threw a 35-yard touchdown to Miller, who went up and came down with the ball, but landed awkwardly on his leg. After scoring, you can see him grabbing it in clear pain. Miller was helped off the field, and he was rushed to a New Orleans hospital to have surgery on his leg, which was very similar to the surgery that Napoleon Mallum had, where he injured nerves as well. After all the madness,
yeah, Nate, definitely make sure you put that trigger warning in the beginning, dude, because this is insane, bro.
Zach Miller talked about what happened that day, and he started by saying that as soon as he broke from the safety, he knew he was scoring, and his initial reaction was to hold onto the ball as long as he could to secure that touchdown, even though he heard a nasty pop. Miller also explained that he remembered putting the ball down, thinking that without a doubt he had to have scored, and as the medical staff came out, he said that he remained calm, but also remembers telling the medical trainer that his knee was gone. Miller said that he had two options on where he could go to get this emergency surgery done, and someone on the Bears medical staff made a quick decision, which turned out to be the correct one, and potentially save Miller from losing his leg. If the surgery went south, his leg would have had to be amputated, and Miller said the only thing that he remembers is saying, "I just remember telling the doc, save my leg, please." And with injuries happening each week in the NFL, there's no doubt that it won't end anytime soon, but the league has in fact paid very close attention to things that can be avoided, and is always looking to change rules for player safety in the future. Hey, could you do me a favor and click on this video on the screen?
I already did, brother. I already watched that. That's crazy, bro. Oh my gosh, man. Go ahead and like the video. What a video. That was, man, this was crazy, bro. Jeez Louise, what a video right there. That was so scary. All right, man, let's go ahead and do a health check on the channel. So you guys know how we do health check every time, you know what I'm saying? All right, we're at 35.7K. We're about to hit 36K. We're on the road to 40K. Good stuff, my boys. You know how we rocking. Just dropped the video an hour ago. Everything looking solid, bro. 18K, 25K, 10K, 35K, 26K, 33K, 20, you know what I'm saying? We going up, but let's keep this joint rolling up, man. 80K. Ooh, these views going up. 100. Ooh, 100. Ooh. 100. Ooh. Let's keep on grinding, bro. Keep running it up. Hey, make sure you guys always put God first. I genuinely appreciate every single last one of you guys who love and watch and support Eli Mack on both channels. If you guys are new to me and you don't know who I am, I have a main channel called Eli Mack right here, 828K. We're on the road to 1 million over here. I just dropped the video yesterday, got almost 100K already. And yeah, bro, we going up, bro. Let's keep running it up, man. Love you guys so much. Love and appreciate. You guys are the best. And yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna see you boys in the next one, man. Make sure you put God first. Your boy Eli Mack. Gang, gang.